Hello children, welcome to Math Park. Today we are going to solve Cambridge Secondary Checkpoint Paper 2, and this is the paper of April 2019, and this is duration is 1 hour, and in this paper you will be allowed to use the calculator. So see that you read the instructions carefully before you start the paper. The time allotted is 1 hour, but I would request that you should be practicing to solve the paper in 45 minutes, and then you can keep the 15 minutes to recheck your paper. So question number 1, temperature can be measured in degrees Celsius or degrees Fahrenheit. Here is a function to change the degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit. So degrees Celsius function machine, you multiply by 1.8, then add 32, and then you get degree Fahrenheit. So to convert 25 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit, we will be doing 25 multiplied by 1.8 plus 32. So let us start. You are allowed to use the calculator over here. So you can multiply 25 times 1.8 and then add 32. 1.8 you get 45, and 45 plus 32 you get 77 degree Fahrenheit. So this is how 25 degrees Celsius is equal to 77 degree Fahrenheit. Complete the inverse function. So when we are moving from Fahrenheit to degree Celsius, so what do we do here? It is the problem of inverse function. So we inverse the concept over here. So if it is plus 32, so first what we will be doing is we will be now doing here minus 32. So if it was, we are starting from here, so it goes inverse. So this becomes Fahrenheit minus 32, and it is multiplied by 1.8, which becomes divided by 1.8. Got it? Work out 14 square plus 29 divided by 3 into 2 square minus 7. To 14 square, we have 196 plus 29 divided by 3. 2 square is 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 minus 7. 196 plus 29, you have 225, 12 minus 7 is 5, and 225 divided by 5, we get 45. So I did it here, mental calculation, you can use the calculator over here. Moving to question number 3, a teacher keeps a record of how many times Mike arrives late to school. The results are shown in the tally chart. So late he is coming 15 times and on time he comes 5 times. Okay, so out of total number of times it is 20. So use the results to estimate the probability that Mike arrives late to school. So probability of late to school. So you have probability of late, it is 15 upon 20. So when I simplified this, 3s and 5 4s, so the answer is 3 upon 4. The population of city is 248,675. Round the population to nearest thousand. So we look for the hundreds place, it is 6. So we 5 or more, we add 1 over here. So this becomes 249,000. So it is 249,000. Got it? Then the city covers an area of 52.747 square kilometers. Round the area to one decimal place. So second decimal place we move, it is 4. So no change in the previous. So the answer is 52.7 square kilometers. To reflect this image, each vertex goes at the same distance from the mirror line. So this is the vertex at this distance. And then if I have to see this vertex 1.5, so it goes 1.5 over this side. So we complete with this line. And then it is reflecting this vertex, it is going 1. So one point over here, and we join this. So we got this point. Further, when we have to see the next vertex, it is 1.5 over here. So 1.5, it comes over here. And then we move the straight down here, 1, 2, 3 points, and our reflected image is ready. Understood how to reflect the image? Number 6, a line is drawn on a grid. Draw a ring around the equation of a line. So you can see here, the equation is here, x is equal to 4. So this is the equation of a line. The second part of this question, they say, draw line y is equal to 2 on a grid. So y is equal to 2, the line is going to be this part. And this is going to be your line, y is equal to 2. Okay, so we completed with question number 6. So you can measure, there is a circular pond in the garden. By measuring, find the diameter of the pond in real life. So when we measure the diameter of this with the help of a ruler on the paper, we find that on a map, it is 3.2 centimeter. So in real life, we need to find out. So we know that on a map, 1 centimeter represents 2 meters. So 3.2 centimeter is going to represent 3.2 into 2, which is 6.4 meters. Got it? The owners want to build a shade in the garden. The shade measures 3 meters by 4 meters. Draw the shade on the diagram. So if it is 3 meters, on the scale, it is going to be half of 3 because 1 centimeter is 2 meters. So half of 3 meters, it is 1.5. So you can take with the scale, you can take 1.5. This distance, you can have 1.5 centimeter. And the length of this is going to be 4 meters. So we can have 2 meters as the 2 centimeter as the length. So this is how this becomes our shade. So you have to use the ruler properly. So this should be your 2 centimeter and this should be your 1.5 centimeter and this is the shade. Got it? Carlos swims 90 lengths of a swimming pool. The swimming pool is 25-meter long. Work out the total distance Carlos swims. Give your answer in kilometers. So the total distance that he swims is going to be 90 times 25, which is 225. 25 nines are 225 and 10. And then you have to convert this into kilometers. So you divide by 1000. So this is 2.25 kilometers. Now, Carlos either swims on his front or on his back. The swims length, he swims lengths on his front and the back in the ratio 4 is so front, this is front and this is back, 4 is to 1. Work out the number of length Carlos swims to his front. So we find the total parts. So total parts here is 4 plus 1, that is equal to 5. So the distance is total 90. The Carlos swims 90 lengths, total 90 lengths. So 90 divided by 5, we get 18 is the value of each part. So the front, the number of lengths Carlos swims on his front is going to be 18 times 4 because 4 parts is that for the front. So 18 times 4, that is 72 lengths he swims in the front. So the graph shows 4 straight lines. You have to draw a ring around the equations of 2 lines that they do not intersect. So these are the lines which do not intersect. They are parallel to each other. So x plus y is equal to 1 and y is equal to 5 minus x. These are the lines which do not intersect each other. Write down the solution to these simultaneous equations. So in a graph, how do we find the solution to the simultaneous equations? Where the lines intersect, the coordinates of that point is the solution for the given equations. So let us see 2x plus 1 and 0.5x minus 2 where these two lines intersect. So 2x plus 1 and 0.5x minus 2. These two lines intersect at this point. And the coordinates of this point are, you have, this is minus 2 and y coordinate is minus 3. So the solution is x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to minus 3. So you get here x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to minus 3. So you are given a semicircular prism. Here are instructions to calculate the area S of the curved surface of the prism. Multiply A and B. So we multiply A and B, it becomes AB. Then multiply by pi. So this becomes pi AB and then divide by 2. So S is equal to, you have pi AB divided by 2. That's it. Now the next part it says, here is a formula to find the volume of a prism. So you are supposed to volume of a prism where the values of A and B are given to us. So we put the value pi times A, which is 7.6 into 9, B is 9.2, so 9.2 square and then divided by 8. On calculating this with the help of calculator, you get this as 252.6 centimeter cube, or you can write it as approximately 253 centimeter cube. So this is how the volume of the prism is 253 centimeter cube when we round it up. Okay. Perry is solving the equation x square plus 4x is equal to 56. Using a trial and improvement method, the table shows some of his working and complete the row of a table. So we just put the value in this x square plus 4x. The value we are putting 5.75. So 5.75 square plus 4 times 5.75. Let us put this in the calculator. So we have 5.75, 5.75, and then the square of this plus 4x. So it is plus 4x. So we have a plus 4 times 5.75, 5.75, which we get it as 56.0625. We put here 56.0625. So it is again too big. Now write down the solution to this equation. So if you are asked to write the solution of this equation correct to one decimal place. When we look at these values, so if I am taking 5.75, yes, it is closer. 56.0625 is very much closer to 56. But they have asked to single decimal place. If I round up to single decimal place, this is 5.8. And 5.8 is too big, which is 56.84. So we will be going for this option, 55.29. So for a single decimal place, the answer of x is going to be 5.7. So Anastasia, let us take here and Anastasia, then it is Blasi and then Manjit. Anastasia is A years old, Blasi is B years old, and Manjit is M years old. And then they say that draw a ring around the correct inequality. Blasi is older than Manjit. So Blasi is older than Manjit. That means B is greater than M. So this is inequality. Now Anastasia is less than half the age of Blasi. Less than half. Anastasia, that is A, is less than half the age of Blasi. That is less than half of B. Got it? The chart shows information about the number of minutes 85 runners take to run 10 kilometers. Okay. So here find the percentage of the runners that take less than an hour. So 60 minutes makes 1 hour. So less than an hour, these are 20. Then this is 15 and this is 10. So 20 plus 35, 10, 15 is 35 plus 10, 45. So percentage of the runners. So 45 out of 85 times 100. So now if I divide by 5, 5 9s are 5 17s are. So 9 times 100 is 900 upon 17. Let us check what do we get 900 divided by 17. So 900 divided by 17, which we get it as 52.94. So we get this as 52.94. So approximately we can say that 53% of runners take less than 1 hour. Draw the enlargement of a triangle A with the scale factor 3 and center C. So when scale factor 3, that means this distance is going to be triple, 3 times. So 1, 2, 3 units. So this vertex will go 9 times. 3 3s are 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is the point. Then if I have to take this vertex, it is 1 right and 2 up. So this will go 3 rights and 3 up. 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. It moves over here. Okay, then again, this is going to be just 1 over here. So 3 times of that. So this is the next vertex. So we join these points properly, the vertices, and our enlargement is ready. Use the scale, children. I'm not able to use the ruler over here. So be careful while drawing this. Okay, so this is how we are done with the enlargement. So just count, it becomes 3 times. And have they asked to label it? The enlargement of A with the scale factor, let this be A dash with the enlargement. Understood? Some cars are surveyed to compare engine size in liters with the time taken to reach a speed of 100 km per hour. The results are shown on the scatter graph. So A part says another car has an engine size of 1.8 liters and it takes 9.5 seconds to reach. So engine size is plotted on x-axis and the time is on y-axis. So 1.8 and from 9.5 is over here. So we go from 9.5 and from 1.8. So this is the point that we plot. Okay, for that you get 1 mark. The next part they say, use the graph to estimate the time taken by a car with engine size 1.7 liters. So at 1.7 liters, we cannot find exactly, but if I draw the line of best speed, somewhat it is going to go from here. Okay, so 1.7, and from here when I go, it is somewhere, it is 9. So you can have between 9.5. It will be somewhere from 9 and 10. So write it as between, you can write between 9 to 10 seconds. Between 9 to 10 seconds. Got it? Question number 16. Here are 4 lengths and put them in the order from smallest to the largest. So it is good to have the conversion into the same unit. So let us convert all of them into meters. So 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. So this becomes 75 meters. 7.6 meter is already there. 100 centimeter make 1 meter. So dividing by 100, you get this as 0.77 meters. And 1000 make 1 meter. So we'll divide by 1000, you get 0.78 meters. So now we'll write the smallest. The smallest among this is going to be 0.77 meters. So the 77 centimeter is the smallest. Then comes 0.78 meters. So this is 780 is your next one. Then comes 7.6 meters. And the last is your 0.075 kilometers. Chen is a lorry driver. He earns a bonus if he drives at least 2.8 kilometer per liter of fuel. The figure show some information about Chen's last journey. Journey time is 4.5 hours. Average speed is 61 kilometer per hour. Amount of fuel he has used is 96 liters. So let us find out how much distance he has covered. So distance is equal to speed into time. So that is 61 multiplied by 4.5. So 61 multiplied by 4.5. Let us do it. 61 times 4.5, which we get as 274.5 kilometers. So he has completed 274.5 kilometers is what he has covered. Okay, and amount of fuel he has used is 96 liters. So let us see that in 1 liter how much he has traveled. So his mileage, if you have to calculate, so it is 274.5 divided by 96. Let us see what is the mileage you get. 274.5 divided by 96, that is 96 liters of 96 liters of fuel he has used. So divided by 96, you get this as 2.85. So the mileage is 2.85 liters. Okay, he has used per kilometer, and he gets the bonus if he completes at least 2.8 kilometers in per liter of fuel. That is how Chen is going to earn the bonus. Got it? Decide if these statements are true or false. Tick the correct boxes. 2.3 kilograms and it is 23,000 grams. So 2.3 kilograms is going to be 2,300 grams. So this is not equal to, it's a true statement. Then it says 150 milliliters is less than 0.3 liters. 0.3 liters is 300 milliliters. So 300 milliliters, 150 liters is less than 300 milliliters. Yes, it is true. Then it says 5,000 milliliters is greater than 5 meters. So 5 meters is again 5,000 millimeters only. So both is equal to, so this is a false statement. Are given the area of a trapezium is 30 centimeters square and A and B both are whole numbers. A is less than B. Work out one possible pair of for A and B. So here this is your height and these are the parallel sides. So we know that area of trapezium is equal to half height and multiplied by sum of parallel sides. So half h, that is half h is which is given as 6, and A plus B is equal to area which is given as 30. So 2 3s are, so you get A plus B is equal to 30 upon 3, which is 10. So then you have to find the possible values of A and B where A is less than B. So if I have to find the possible values of A and B, it could be either 1, A is 1 and B is 9. The sum of them should be 10. Then it could be either A is 2 and B is 8. It could be A is 3 and B is 7. It could be A is 4 and B is 6. These are the only 4 possibilities. So any one possibility you can write. So 4 and 6. So 4 centimeter and 6 centimeter could be the values of A and B. Any one possibility. So these are the 4 possibilities which are possible. Records the ratio of the children to adults in the audiences of two films shown in the last week. Pick the film that has the greater proportion of children in the audience, film A or film B. Okay, so show you the working. So here when you see the total number of parts, 11 plus 19, total number of parts is 30. And for 5 plus 7, the total number of parts is 12. So if I'm talking of film A, and then this is film B, so let us find the proportion of children. So children, it is 5 is to 12. So proportion of children for, for film A, it is 11 out of 30. So 11 upon 30. And for B, it is 5 upon 12. So let us compare these two fractions. Comparing 5, so 11 times 12, when we do, you are getting 132. And 30 times 5, we get this as 3 5s are 15, 150. So 150 is greater. So 5 by 12 is greater. So this is how in film B, so film B has the greater proportion of children as the audience. So you will be taking here film B. Got it? Have the diagram shows a star inside a square of the side length 8 centimeter. The star covers 40% area of a square. So let us find the area of a star. So area of a star is going to be area, it is covering 40% of the area of a square. So 40% of the area of a square is going to be side times side, that is 8 square. So which is 40% is 0.4 times 64. So this is going to be the area of a star. So area of a star is 0.4 times 64. So let us calculate 0.4 times 64. So 0.4 into 64, which we get it as 25.6. So the area of a star is 25.6 centimeter square. So this is in centimeters. Now the same star is placed inside the rectangle width 8 centimeter. So what is the information given here? The length of the rectangle is 60% longer than the width. So how will you calculate the length? So the length is going to be, length is equal to, length of the rectangle is equal to width plus, is going to be width plus 60% of that. That is 60% is 0.6 times 8. So 6 8s are 48, which get 8 plus 4.8, that is 12.8 centimeter is the length of this rectangle. Now you are asked, calculate the percentage of the rectangle that the star covers. So here percentage that the star covers, percentage of rectangle that the star covers, that the star covers will be equal to the area of a star, which is 25.6, divided by area of a rectangle, which is length times width, that is 8 times 12.8 multiplied by 100. So let us simplify this. So we can see that 12.8 times 2 is 25.6. So this is, the calculation is easy over here. So this can, no need of calculator for doing this calculation. So you get 12.8 times 2, and 2 ones are and 2 4s are 8. And when I divide 100 by 4, I am getting 25. So this is how the 25% of the area of the rectangle is covered by the star. A ring around the largest measurement in the list. So here you can see that 1 million millimeter cube makes 1 liter. So this is all the smaller units. 45 liters, 52,000 milliliters is 52 liters. So this is the largest among all of these. Okay. The question number 23, Yusuf says, older people can remember better than younger people. Yusuf does an experiment to see if this is true. He shows 80 people 6 numbers and asks them to remember them. He records if they can or cannot. And here are the results. Then you have to tick to show whether this evidence supports what Yusuf says. So let us see whether what Yusuf says is correct or no. So let us find out the percentage of the people who remember, who cannot remember for different age groups. So it is 16 from 11 to 20. It is 16 upon 20 times 100. So 5s are 16, 5s are 80% can remember. So then 20% cannot remember. So then for this you have 14 by 20 times 100. So which is 14 times 5, that is 70% can remember. 30% cannot remember from 21 to 30 age group. From 31 to 40 age group, it is 26 out of 40 times 100. So let us simplify. 2 2s are 2 5s are 26 divided by 2 is 13. 13 times 5 is 65. 65%, and then it is 35%. Okay. So when we look at the percentage of the people which cannot remember, it is 20, 30 and 35. So it is increasing. Not remembering percentage increases according to the age. So we can say that what Yusuf says is not correct. Okay. So why it is not correct, you have to describe here. So give reason for your answer. So percentage for not remembering is increasing as per age. For not remembering, increases, that is it goes from 20%, then it goes from 30%, then it goes 35%. So that is, it increases, remembering increases as per age. Increases as per age. That is, as age is increasing, the percentage of not remembering increases. So this is how we have ticked here. No. For cubes with the side lengths 3 centimeter are packed into a larger cuboid box, work out how many cubes fit inside this box. So this is not to scale. So 1.2 meter, since this is in centimeter, we will convert all of the units into centimeters. So 1.2 meter is equal to 1.2 times 100, that is 120 centimeter. So we have to find out approximately how many cubes fit into this. So let us do it as, say, 50 divided by 3 is approximately 16. Then you have 120 divided by 3 is approximate, it is 40 exactly. And also you have, this is 30 divided by 3, which is 10. So the number of cubes which can fit will be of these dimensions, that is 16 into 40. 16 for the 64 and these two zeros. So 6,400 cubes can fit into the cuboid of this dimension. Got it? Now we move on to the last question. The number 12.25 has two square roots and find both of them. So it is 3.5 and minus 3.5. So children, if you go to the video and if you feel that this is helpful for you, please subscribe the channel to support the channel. I'm coming up with more such papers. I hope this will be helpful for your upcoming exams. And please share with your friends. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.